Sometimes you really need to just stop, man, and take life in, regardless of what's going on. You be at your highest high, your lowest low. Just appreciate life for what it is. Wait a minute. This ain't that video. Getting slapped up. Let's get to the actual video. Man, you already know what it is. Jay Williams, let's live life, and we're back. The keep away list. What is the keep away list? You and another guy get into an altercation. Now, you don't want to see him again. You're afraid to see him again. You don't want things to pick up where they left off. I mean, when you're locked up, you don't have the option of just running away. There's a good chance you and that man are going to see each other again. So guys will make it to where they think you're not going to see each other. What happens when you do? Got a couple good stories. I ain't decided if I'm going to do. We'll see how much time I got with today's video. But after the ordeal's over, after the scuffle, after the fight, after the trauma, after y'all stood on business, they, boom, lock you up, take you to the hole, separate you, whatever the case is, and then you come face to face with that man again. Or you come out the hole and they put you all together. Or they put you on the hole together. I've been in each one of those situations. I've never done the keep away list, though I have been on many guys' keep away list. There was a time when I would go to jail and I would come in. I'd be like, man, I'm trying to get over the... And they'd be like, no, you got 3 enemies in 5C. What? I just got here today. Must have been from the last time you were here, but your name is on this person, and this person's list. I've been walked into pods, everything be okay. I get to the control desk, handle my ID, and they say, yeah, no, you can't be in here because you got problems with somebody. I ain't never filled out a keep away list of my life. Yeah, well, somebody filled it out on you, so you're going to have to go. But I can promise you this. There's a very, very, very good chance that you and that man will cross paths again. A lot of times the fight's not over when it ends. A lot of times that's just the beginning. Now remember, these type of situations lead men to go into the box, to the hole, to segregation, confinement. For some guys, they learn their lesson. All right, that wasn't cool, man. The last 30 days have been miserable. Just sitting back here, staring at the walls, talking to food items, and saving crumbs of bread to eat for later. Y'all don't want to do this again. And then some guys, they get back there and they get angry. Oh, this dummy done got me locked up. He thinks it's sweet. Bet he thinks it's over, right? But I hope I never see him again. He's going to tell on me in front of people like that. He's the one that wanted to fight, lost the fight now. And then you and that man bump into each other. It's almost the end of the week. It's actually hump day. Today is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Hump day. Hump day. Let's get over that hump and let's do it together. When you think the beef is over, only to run into this person again, and the guards ain't doing much to keep y'all separate. Keep away list don't always work. With all that being said, you know how to seen it. You know how to lived it. So let's relive it. I think every city, every county, every state, for the most part, has that jail that's notorious. Out here, we got Richmond City Jail, which, oh boy, some guys like it and some guys have the worst times. Then we have our regional jails, Pamunkey, Piedmont, Riverside. Riverside being one of the more notorious jails out this way. Look it up. Death investigations, inhumane conditions. It's a place you don't want to be. Let me break this place down for you. Last time I checked, Riverside holds somewhere around 1,300 inmates in this jail. Large male population, 1 pod for female. Majority of the jail is gangs. Majority of them gang members being blood. And they run those jails. They run them with an iron fist to the point that the COs, correction officers, the staff, turnkeys, rovers, whatever you want to call them, the guards, can't control the inmates. The fights are an everyday thing. Now, I've seen this comment real quick. I've seen this comment before, and I want to speak on this. Guys say, well, I did this amount of time, and I never had a problem. Or I did this many years, and I never got in one fight. That is very possible. But let me tell you how you're going to have to do that time. You're going to have to turn the cheek the other way. People are going to say things, and you're just going to be like, and take it. There's going to be times you're disrespected, and you just take it. There's no possible way you're going to do that amount of time, years after years after years, and at some point or another, not have to deal with somebody's ignorance. You're going to have to. And in that moment, you decide, all right, I'm going to cut this. I'm going to nip it in the bud. I'm going to stop this right here. Or you just accept it, go on your business, and you didn't get into a fight. I've never been the guy that can just accept it. I'm working on it. I'm human now. I think I could more these days than ever. But back then, nah, I'm not letting it slide. You can apologize to me, say my bad. You ain't even got to say I'm sorry. Hey, my bad, man. I didn't even mean to do that. Or my bad, man. I didn't mean to come off on you like that. That's respect. But if you're going to disrespect somebody and just expect them to take it, then you expect, I expect you to take what comes in return. So with this jail, getting jumped is a very normal thing. When there are that many gang members, if one moves, more of them move. I watched them move time and time again. I watched guys get jumped that weren't doing anything. There were times we missed commissary because the pod was acting up or some guys got into a situation. Now we're on lock. Commissary restriction, TV restriction, phone restriction. It's capital punishment. They're going to punish everybody in here for the actions of a couple guys. Now, like I said, the gang members are jumping dudes on a daily basis. But then you also have different cities that feud. My city feuds with a whole bunch of cities. But the thing is, there's more of us than there is them. But we're still different than they are. A lot of those dudes like to jump. They're going to bank you with the quickness, run down on you, put 6 feet on you. My city, we ask each other, hey, you got it? Can you handle it? You scared? You going to rumble? And if your answer is, no, I got this, we're going to stand by. We're not going to jump nobody. Now, if they squad up, that might be another situation. I don't like to talk about the fights I've been in, because every time I do, oh, look at Jay's being tough again. Oh, Jay's undefeated. I'm not undefeated. Am I tough? Yes, I'm tough. I grew up tough, grew up rough and tough, and I've been in some tough situations, and they've made me the way that I am. But I'm not the toughest bastard in the world. There are a million men, maybe more, that would stomp a mud hole in me and walk it dry. So please understand that. But at the same time, I ain't no pushover. I ain't no slouch. And this ain't going to be an easy race when it comes to beating me down. I've been in a pile of fights over the years, especially while incarcerated. A lot in the streets, too. A whole lot in the streets, because then I was drinking. So it would lead me into, when it comes to other dudes, nah, say sorry. You need to say I'm sorry. But it seemed to happen more in the jail than anywhere. And a lot of it being city-based. Soon as you come in, it ain't what set you claiming. Where you from? What's your area code? Where do you live at? What street you off of? Where do your people stay at? Where did you get locked up at? What was you doing out there? It's a whole bunch of questions just based around the geography of where you grew up and where you come from. Did you ever think that going to jail wouldn't be the worst possible scenario? That where you lived prior to going to jail would be worse than where you're at when you get to jail? It works like that out here. So I get into an altercation many, many years ago, before I got sent to prison, before I got locked up on the bid that sent me to prison. I get into an altercation with some dudes from another county. And we're just talking at first. And the one dude says something slick out his mouth. Dudes from out your way don't even come out our way because it's real. Excuse me? We don't come out your way. Now we go wherever we want. Now y'all don't come out where we live at. Dudes out here laying stuff down. Dudes getting hurt really bad, zipped up in body bags. Nobody's scared of where y'all live at. Only reason y'all live out there, and it's the things I'm saying, only reason y'all live out there is because you're too poor to live anywhere else. Stop capping like you like living in the hood. Stop capping like you like living in the slums. You live there because you can't afford the rent in other places. Stop. I'm not saying that to everybody. This is the argument I had with this dude. But as I'm arguing with him, his homeboys start chiming in. My homeboy sees us underneath the staircase, walks up, Jay, you okay? I'm good, man. At this point, my blood pressure starting to raise, and my ego comes into play, man. I'm good. I'm good, man. I more or less look at him like, I got this. We're just talking, having a little debate, but it's starting to quickly heat up. Dude comes out his mouth sideways with something he shouldn't have said. Streets ain't no different than jail is. We run y'all out there just like we run y'all in here. I said, man, y'all ain't run us in here. Man, you ain't doing nothing but running your mouth. That would be all it took. What you trying to say then? What you want to do then? And he starts backing up. His cell is right there. He starts backing up to the cell. His homeboy standing by the cell. He's got on his shower shoes. Goes in and puts on his shoes. I know what time it is. I jet across the pond, get to my cell, put my shoes on. Another one of my homeboys comes and says, Jay, what's going on? Man, I got it, man. Just don't let him jump me. Bet. So as I'm walking across there, my homeboy squads up with me. Another one sees us, comes in, joins in, and we go where the cell's at. here's where we messed up. When my homeboy came from this direction, and that dude came from that direction, it drew the attention of the guard. The guard looks, where are these guys going? That guy just went to put on his shoes. What's taking place inside my pod? Who's trying to make my job hard? I don't even look at the guard. Under normal circumstances, I would have looked and tried to creep, but by now I'm in my feelings. Dude's running his mouth. He clearly thinks he can whoop me, so we got to check it out. I need to check his temperature real quick. So I go in the cell, and we commence the fighting. We don't get far into the fight. When I mean far, we're 25, 30 seconds of the fighting, trading blows, skirt, sneakers going, bouncing off the walls, just manhandling each other. His homeboys are out the cell. My homeboys are out the cell. Next you know, I hear more commotion. One of the dudes tries to come in. My homeboy grabs him. They go to fighting outside the cell. The other dude jumps in. Another dude jumps in. My other homeboy goes off and gets other dudes. And by now, it's just a melee taking place. Meanwhile, me and this dude are fighting. Before you know anything else, everybody down. Lock down. Everybody down. I hear from a distance, they're coming. Even with hearing that, this dude's still trying to put hands on me. I'm still trying to put hands on him. You would think, why don't you just stop? Stop. So I'm supposed to time out and get punched in the face and just let him continue to fight? No, we continue to fight. Next thing you know, he gets grabbed. They pull him out. They cuff him. I try to come out the cell. Everybody else is laying on the ground. They grab me, slam me. They cuff me. They take us up out of there. It's about 9 of us that go to the hole. Whole pile of us get locked up, taken up out of there. Dudes is mad in their cell. Now they're taking us to the hole one at a time because we can mix in and start trying to headbutt each other. So they line us up on the wall, put us on the wall, put our faces on the wall, and they start leading us out one at a time, taking us to the hole. So I'm one of the last dudes to get taken to the hole, and I'm standing there. And you got these dudes in the cells. Pop the doors. Open the cells. It's hot. Let us out. Making all this noise like y'all can't clearly see there's a situation going on. They're not going to let them out the cells because I'm handcuffed. Anytime they handcuff an inmate in front of everybody, they have to lock everybody down because now we're vulnerable. If them guys were let out and say somebody didn't like the way that fight turned out, they could run up and attack me. Boop, 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 boop. And start hitting me, and I'm cuffed. Now they got a lawsuit on their hands, so everybody's to stay locked in their cells until we're removed from the pod. We get back to the hole. I've got the basic marks on me. Nothing serious, no elephant eye, no busted lips, no blood, just the basic. I've got some scratches on my neck and just little abrasions here and there from where we were trading blows. And homeboy pretty much had the same. I can't say I got my thing off on him. I can't say, yeah, I beat him down. I went, King Kong on him. No, we just got into it. We fought 25, 30 seconds. The goon squad came in, broke us up, go to the hole. You would think that's the end. While we're back in the hole, he's running his mouth. His homeboys are running their mouth. Now, they don't got all of us on the same tier. It's like one of my homeboys and 2 of his homeboys plus him. So it's us 2, them 3, running their mouths. We're just bickering back and forth. This ain't over. This ain't over. I said, ain't nobody said it was over. I ain't quit. I ain't stopped. They saved you. Now I'm talking greasy. They saved you. And then now to pulled you out the cell, I was going to punish you. Man, you hit like a girl. Blah, 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 blah. You ain't say that when I was tagging you. You wasn't saying all that then. But you're saying it behind the comfort of that door. This would only take place in the beginning. We're all heated. We're all in the hole. It's been this little melee that took place, all behind who lives where. A stupid-ass argument on your city and my city, and how you think your city runs my city and my city. Just stupid stuff that, for real, who cares? As a grown man looking back at it, who cares? Where I came from was a toxic cesspool, and I'm glad to be out of there. If you ask me where I was from today, I would say out here, because I don't want to be, I don't want to be attached to that negativity. So after the first day, the first few hours, the arguing dies down. Me and homeboy had already come to the agreement. When we see each other again, that's what it is. Dude, you better hope I don't never see you again. I said, bro, it's whatever. You can sign up for go to church. We can squabble in the church. You can sign up to go to gym. We can squabble in the gym. We will see each other again, and we'll figure this out. But until then, stop doing all that talking, man. I'm about to lay it down, and you're disturbing my nest. So I lay it down. My institutional conduct was not the best. So I slowly started to watch everybody else leave. He got a week, he got 2 weeks, and then you got me back here for the full 30 days. My 30 days is up. Williams, B&B, bag and bag. That can mean you're going home or grab your stuff, you're going back to population. Bag and bag, where am I going? Back to population. So they take me out, and now you're going to 5A. I've been in 5A, but that's not, I want to go back to where I was. I want to go back to the same pod where my homeboys were. Oh, no, you going to 5A. No. Why can't I go back to where I was? Because y'all got the scuffling in there. I'm not going back there. So they take me over to 5A. I come in, I go to the desk. Hey, what cell am I in? What's your name? You've been here before. What's your name? Williams. They pull it up, pull the sheet, flip the sheet. You're not going into any cell. By now, I've been standing at this desk 10 minutes. The officer that brought me over here has done left. I'd have looked around. Jay, what you doing in here? Just got out the hole. We heard about it. Sure you did. Everybody talks in jail. I'm sure you did. There's nothing more to do but talk in jail. So after about 10, 15 minutes of standing there, I just need my bed assignment. What cell am I going in? You're not going in any cell in here. What you mean I'm not going in no cell in here? No. There's a keep away list with your name on it. This guy has said he fears you. For whatever reason, you two need to be kept apart. And it's their job to make sure we don't mingle, we don't clash, we don't live around each other, because history has proven that we're going to get into it. So after a few minutes, he calls, he says, I need a rover. A rover is a CO that moves you from spot to spot. They roam throughout the jail. They'll take you to medical. They'll take you to transport. They'll take you over to video visits. They'll take you to video court. The rover's job is just to roam the jail all day, taking people from here to here. That's all he does all day long. We need a rover. What's the problem? Williams can't be in here. Somebody's got him on a keep away list. He's got to be moved to another pod. So now I know there's only one other place I can go. And that's back to where I was. That's back to where my dudes are. A lot of people would be like, wait. You want to go back to where you got to fighting at. It's not so much that I want to go back to where I get to fighting at, but I want to go back to where I know familiar faces. I want to go back with the dudes I get along with. I want to go back with the dudes I kick it with, the guys I've come to know, guys I've come to bond with. Maybe get back in the cell I was in. I don't know, but I'm cool with going back over there. So they send that same guard, and he says, hey, man, you all right going back over here? I'm good. You sure? Like you ain't gonna go ahead and cause no trouble? I'm not gonna get no call that y'all in there fighting again? Nah, man, I'm good. And if somebody comes up on you, then we'll deal with that when you see me. All right, man, just take me where you gonna take me. So they take me back in there. I come in, my homeboy stand on top. Hey, Jay, what up, though? What up, man? Are you messed up? Look at you. You're looking rough. Yeah, the whole to do that, man. What cell they put you in? Finding out now. So once again, I'm standing at this desk. Williams is starting trouble in here. I ain't starting no trouble, man. I'm chilling. Y'all know I'm calm. I don't bother nobody. I play the phone, watch TV, dominoes, cards, things of that nature. I'm out the way. You ain't got to worry about me. Meanwhile, the dude I got to fighting with is over there in his new cell, in his doorway, and he's talking to another dude from his city. And I can tell right from the gate, it's going to be problems. Looked over, we made eye contact. What's understood ain't got to be said. He said what he had to say in the hole. I said what I had to say in the hole. We was even trying to make it where we was going to go somewhere else and squabble when the time came. Now we don't got to do that. We're in here. We just got to try to keep it where we don't get caught this time, because I'm not trying to go back to the hole. Now let me explain this to you. What I just broke down, the whole scenario, the whole scene with me going back into a place I'd already had problems in, is a lot of guys' worst nightmares. I've seen guys fight with the guards. I'm not going in there. Nope. You're not putting me in there. Because a lot of times when they take guys out, they were losing that fight badly. Or they were scared to fight with to begin with. Or they left out and they were like, thank you, God. And the last thing they want is to ever go back in there because they're afraid it's going to start all over again. I didn't care about that. The dude really, from what I had seen from the fight we got into, he wasn't much to worry about. He was more of a grabber. This dude tried to grab me, but he weighed like 40 pounds less than me. He would try to grab me, lift my legs, and grab my shirt, scratch my neck. And meanwhile, I'm just bang, banging him up. So I'm not really worried about this dude. I don't feel like if we take it the full distance of the fight, that he can beat me. So they give me my cell assignment. I take my stuff, I go in, it's an old head in the cell. What you doing? They call me young. What up, youngin'? What you doing back in here? Boy, you doing? Got yourself as a trouble, got taken to the hole. Yeah, man, come on, man. Don't be drawing no attention to the cell. You know, I like to lay back, read, drink my coffee, listen to my radio. I don't need all that attention to the cell. Been in the cell 6 months. Let's try to keep it calm now, youngin'. I got you, man. If I got any issues, you got my word. I won't bring it to the cell. I'll take it to wherever it's at. All right, now. Don't bring no stuff up in here. He's worried about his radio getting broke. Just the radio? But I get it. You ain't got much. He's worried about his stuff getting disheveled. Everything he owns, you can fit in the palm of two hands in exclusion to his commissary. I got you over here. Don't worry about it, Pops. I'm in here trying to chill, man. Yeah, I know it. Been in here long enough. I know how you, yeah, okay. So I get myself situated. Put the sheet on my mat, tie it, put my blanket up there, put my little stuff away. We got these little Rubbermaid bins you put your stuff in. Dump my commissary in there, put my socks, underwear, shirts, things of that nature inside the bin. Slide it over out the way. Homeboy came to the cell. Jay, what up, man? Holler at me when you get yourself situated. Common courtesy and decency to let a man get right before you try to just start talking. We'll catch up in a minute, man. Get yourself right. I do that. They don't let you use your toothbrush in the hole. You get this little thing you put on your fingers, like a finger condom with bristles on it. It doesn't work well. First thing I'm going to do is brush my teeth real good, wash my face, and I'm coming out the cell. So I see my dude sitting out at the table. I come out and I sit down. What's up with y'all, man? Damn, bro, you look. We need to get you with the clippers. I haven't shaved the beard. The beard's been grown out for 30 days. Yeah, I'm boofing right now. We're going to tighten you up, though, get you a lineup. Still had the hair at the time, so I could do the fresh lineup. Man, I miss my hair. Anyways, so we're sitting there talking. Now, there's a bunch of tables situated out here where dudes will play cards, dudes will make food, dudes will just sit there and kick it sometime unless you want to play cards and you say, hey, can I get the table? Whereas I'm sitting here talking to my two dudes, I look over and this dude's sitting there talking with his dudes. Now, they're 2 tables over. There would be no reason for him to come out and get that close to me except to egg me. And now he's got a new dude with him that I hadn't seen before that's jive a big boy. I wasn't stressed about him, and I wasn't really stressed about his homeboy. But what I learned is in the 30 days I was gone, this dude had showed up. They know each other in the streets, and this dude is a big-ass loudmouth. They're whispering amongst themselves, and he's over there, shit, we ain't worried about nothing around this bitch. Straight up, anybody can get in this. He's saying this, and he's saying it like he's talking to the masses. But I know that shit's directed to me. I know it's directed to me and my homeboys. So I look at my homeboy and I say, oh, there's going to be problems. Jay, chill out, man. I said, nah, there's going to be problems, man. This ain't a situation where I can just chill. This ain't a situation that I have under control. This ain't a situation that I'm looking for. Me and the dude that already spoke on in the hole, like we got friction and it's going to be settled. I expected things to happen that day. It didn't. My homeboy brings the dominoes out. Domino! Bones, get your ass in that boneyard. Wash them dishes. We're playing dominoes. Nighttime comes around. Everybody locked down. All right, man, I'll holler at you in the morning. Dab her eyebrow, see you in the morning. Go in and lock down. Following morning, they call Chad. We come out, standing there groggy. All types of sleep in my eyes. Brush my teeth, didn't wash my face. Can't miss that tray. Get my tray. Go sit at the table. My homeboys come and sit and eat. We eating these little frosted flakes and this little powdered donut they put on the tray. What's up with you? Chilling, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. I want to go home. Tired of being in here. Tired of seeing these faces, man. My celly, man. The old man they put me in the cell with. That man snored like a warthog. I'm like, you would have swore that man was hibernating the way he snored. Like it sucked, snort. Like it was bad. So nothing pops off. The days leading on and on and on. That day passes. We get up on the 3rd day. I'm thinking, dude's not trying to wreck, man. This is over with. He talked all that shit. In the back of my mind, I've thought several times, I should go approach him. I should go say something. See if he's trying to get his get back. But I'm not really trying to go to the hole. And if he's not pushing the issue, I'm not pushing the issue. But this new dude he's got with him is a loudmouth. Now, we got one phone that's designated. Like my city, that's my city's phone. So you got this city that uses this phone, this city uses this phone, and then that's a gang phone. Our city, everybody knows. If you want to use the phone and you're not from that city, just ask somebody. Hey, yo, can I get in the phone line? They're acting crazy over there. I'm not from that city or that city, and I'm not in a gang. Can I use y'all's phone? So my homeboy leaves the phone hanging. I don't even have the phone next. Somebody else we know that's not really, I'm not that cool with, but he's from my area, has the phone next. He tells him, hey, come get the phone, man. Come get the phone. I ain't gonna stay and hold it all day. I left it hanging. Come get the phone. He's in his cell. He comes to the door, yells out, all right, I'll be down there in a minute. Goes back to what he's doing. Meanwhile, the big obnoxious dude, the loudmouth dude, goes over there and gets on the phone. Picks the phone up. You would either hang it upside down. That lets somebody know that there's somebody on it. But usually just leave it hanging. And if somebody goes over there and hangs that up, that's bad. Because your mom could have been on that phone that he just picked up and hung up. And if he picks it up and starts going, hello, 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 it's also bad also. Because there's somebody across the room. If your girl's on that phone, your mom, your sister, and you see him going, hello, you assume he's trying to talk to him. And even if there ain't nobody on that phone, he didn't know that when he picked it up. But the big dude goes over there on the phone on some disrespectful shit. Blah, 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 gets on the phone. Man, I ain't about to wait on nobody. Talking about this, that phone, this, that phone. Wait, this is a jail phone. I'm about to use the phone. I can see that. But you don't disrespect the phone line. So we got another big dude in the pod at the time from our city named Dink. Dink is a big-ass man. Dink reminded me of, Dink had receding hairline, big-ass beard, and braids. Like a, kind of like an overweight Kimbo Slice. Big dude, just not as mean as Kimbo Slice. Dude on the phone is running his mouth. I don't give a fuck who had the phone next. And Dink comes out to sell. Dink didn't even have the phone next. I got the phone next. Put the phone down, homeboy. Now they're arguing about the phone. Dink's not one to argue. Dink's done dinked some people in the head. Dinged them up since he been in here. Went in there and put his shoes on. Now I look out and I know what's going to happen. These dudes are like roaches. One of them sees something to eat and they all come. So as Dink's putting his shoes on, you see dudes start dispersing to the cell. I've got my shoes on. Ain't gonna be no more walking around in shower shoes out here. My homeboys peel off, put their shoes on. You see dudes in different sections that mess with me, that mess with Dink, that mess with my homeboys, because they know if Dink goes, we're gonna ride. Plus that's our phone. So as Dink is going back and forth with dude that I got into it with, gets his shoes on, comes to the door, it's like, man, that shit, man, I'm trying to get down. What's up, man? Who trying to get down? Let me get my run back, homeboy, and screams across the pod. I'm on the other side of the pod. Let me get my run back, homeboy. By now, the officer knows. There's no, she needs to go ahead and call for more guards because it's going down. Dink comes out of the cell, down the tier, down the staircase, straight over to the phone. Dude touch his phone, Dink pushes it. Boom. We expected Dink to hang the phone up. Dink goes straight past the phone. Boom. Pushes big dude, and you can see instantly he don't want no problems with Dink. He staggers back, recomposes himself, and Dink goes just swinging. These other little dudes from that city try to run up on Dink, so we run over there, grab dudes, start slinging dudes, get stole off on, start stealing back. Everybody commences to fight. And by now, it's like 7 or 8 of us involved in this fight, right? Dink's fighting the one dude, and there's another dude a little bit smaller than the dude that was on the phone, probably 185, 190. Dude that was on the phone was a good 215, 220. He goes to run up behind Dink. I grab him. I swing him. And when I swing him, Mr. Guy that I got to fight with in the beginning sees his opportunity, cocks back, and throws at Nolan Ryan. Fire! Fires on me, hits me in my jaw, sends me stumbling. My homeboy fires on him. Fire! They grab him, sling him over beside the staircase, commence to booting on him. Then dudes run up and start stealing off on them. They stop booting him. He gets up. I run up. We square up. We go to rumbling. Now, I can't say if those boots to his head knocked off his equilibrium or what did Bobby Bush say, his boom boom gata. But whatever it was, when we stood toe to toe, dude wasn't 100% there. So if you see this perp, this ain't no disrespect. I don't need you trying to run up on me. I'm grown these days. But when he stands up, he's not all the way there. He just more or less stands up and we go ahead and go at it. Boom, 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 boom. Get on the ground, get on the ground. By now, I've dropped perp, got him back in his shirt, go to hit him. And if you've never been tackled by a CERT team member or the SWAT team or the riot squad, the Men in Black, the goon squad, whatever you want to tell them, I don't suggest it. That guy that they send to tackle you is usually not going to be your size. So as I grab perp's shirt and I go to hit him again, I get speared. It was like Goldberg came out of nowhere and just smeared me across the ground. Now he's holding me down. In the meantime, Perp has gotten up. They're trying to detain this fight with Dink and these other guys. Dink's a big boy and he's in there stretching, dude. So they're trying to get on the ground, trying to get Dink under control. And as this guard has me, and he's now pinned me down and stretched my arms out, and he's trying to cuff me, and I'm still trying to resist. I'm not trying to get cuffed. There's a fight taking place right beside me. I could get stepped on. I get kicked in the side of my head. I look up, oh boy, they got up off the ground and booted me in the side of my face. Another guard grabs him, boom, to the ground, cuffs him up. And once again, they take us all up out of there. Now let me rewind this real quick. I didn't win every fight. Go watch my videos. I got beat up several times. I didn't win every fight. I got beat up several times. I haven't lost many in the streets, but in the jail, oh, I've lost. One-on-one, I've lost. I've been beat. We go back to the hole. Investigators come back there, start asking questions. Get away from my cell, man. What was the fight over? Wasn't no fight. Y'all was fighting. What was the fight over? Man, I wasn't in no fight. That's okay. You'll do the maximum amount of time in the box this time, and then move on to the next cell. And you can hear, dude, man, I wasn't. Somebody ran up and punched me, so I got involved, or I was trying to break it up. I heard that several times. I was trying to break it up. What y'all saw was me trying to break it up, and it looked like I was fighting, but I was really just trying to defend myself. Me and dude would go at it again in the hole, screaming back and forth. Dinkins in that bitch kicking the door, boom, 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 snapping out. Me and the dude come to talk. Man, it's dead. Jay, we can't keep fighting each other every time we see. Why you ain't do something when I first came in there? Well, it ain't look like you wanted to do nothing, so I wasn't trying to do nothing. We were just chilling. But once Dink and them got into it and they called for us to get into it, I figured, might as well get it on with you. Might as well get it out the way. My homeboys kept asking me, why you ain't handled that situation with Jay yet? You ain't done nothing back. He said his response was, he ain't beat me. Well, we don't know what happened. You know what I mean? Like, you got to get your get back and figure out what's what. He's like, I really wasn't stressing it. I had dudes in my ear, and once it popped off, just is what it is. It was what it was. Who better to fight with than the guy I got an unfinished fight with? But me and dude would end up talking. It actually put him 2 cells down from me. I'm sitting there one day, and I hear somebody say, hey, take the cake to him, man. We used to get the cinnamon cake. I don't even like the cinnamon cake. They pop my flap, push in my tray, put another piece of cake on top of it, and it was some dude down the way. Now I want you to think of this. I've also been in situations where it ended really bad, and they brought me right back to the same pod, but I would still go in there. I've never filled out a keep away list. I don't frown on it. I get everybody's not the same. We're over 30 minutes, man. Got another one for y'all. I seen 2 dudes get locked up for pretty much the same thing, and then get put in the hole, and then in the hole in prison, and this was jail I just talked about. They take us all out into the same rat cage. Used to. Before they isolated each one and turned them into dog cages, everybody got stuck in this one big area. And these 2 dudes were mortal enemies. Had really, really done bad things to each other to get put back there, like bad things, pushing weapons. Only to find themselves in the hole, both brought out into a dog cage, both uncuffed, and then the guards walk off. I'll save that for another day. Once again, it is Wednesday, and I hope everybody is having an amazing day, a great week, and if you're not, just hold on. It gets better, but you'll never know if you don't play this game out to the end. I love all y'all. I appreciate y'all. I've got a lot to do between now and the time that I go back in. I'm making these videos that will drop once a month outside of the other content that's going to come to you. I'm going to pre-make these videos that you guys can be expecting to drop on the same date every single month until I get back home. All right, at this point, I've been gone 30 days. This is what I can imagine I'm dealing with. This is where I want to be. This is how much time I got left. Just some updates on top of the actual updates you'll get. But I want y'all to see me where I belong, here at home. Month after month as the months pass. Thank y'all. To everybody that's ever rocked with the channel, that's ever supported what we do over here, Let's Live Life, thank y'all. For anybody that knows who I am and knows the real me, or has come to know me over the years, that stands up for me, thank you. And to everybody else, I'm going to pray for you guys, man. But anyways, these jails, these penitentiaries, these prisons, these holes, the keep away list, they're all just crazy worlds inside of a already crazy world we live in. And as always, y'all know what I'm doing. Just trying to keep y'all entertained. Are you not entertained? And like always, this is Jay Williams, Let's Live Life. And to all my real ones, and there are some real ones watching, because y'all still watching me. Man, y'all know how we do. Salute.